Hello everyone, Fivel here, and welcome back to another episode. Oh wow. Wait, hang on. Oops, I'm stuck. Oh jeez. Let's do that again, shall we? Hello everyone, Fivel here, and welcome back to another episode of Koaland. And yes, I'm psychic, so I know what you're thinking and what you want to ask. Why have I been missing for the last few months, and why was I not uploading any videos? Well, thankfully, I came prepared. I have a video next to this one, so stay tuned for that episode. Oh yeah, also in that video, I'm also gonna be showing off some of the builds for Red November, Halloween, and the Christmas district. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of new buildings in my base just popping up like that turtle island over there, because I built quite a lot really, starting with this bridge right over here and that runway. And there's actually a funny reason why I built that runway, so stay tuned in the next episode. I promise guys, next episode. That's that's gonna be a meme now. Every time you see something new, I'm gonna say, guys, I promise, alright? Next episode. Today we are not gonna be building, but Fireball, if we're not gonna be building, what are we gonna do? Well, today's gonna be special because I've realized in my episodes that it was mostly centered around me building in my base. We had that one episode that we had a mini tour of the shopping district, and I feel as if I haven't really showcased the rest of the world in this server. Today is actually going to be me showcasing my Secret Santa gift, because in all Fireball fashion, as my episodes are always delayed, my gift is also delayed. But up. I have a very good reason for that. And if my intonations of that weren't very clear, the reason why it's late is because I actually put in a lot of effort for this gift. You see, the person who I got was Chris, and I decided to give him not something physical, not money, but an experience, an adventure. Did that not sound like an effective slogan for an ad or what? What I'm actually going to give Chris is more of like trials. I have 3 in total for him to complete, and it actually has a background story to tie all of the trials together, because it's just no fun just giving him something to do and then say, hey Chris, do this and just do that, and there's no like connection to each trial. So I've written down the story. Oh no, that's not the book. I've written down the story, and I've actually figured out a way to be able to see Chris's reaction, and for you guys to be able to know the story while he's doing the said trials. Look forward to that in the later part of this video. Before we start telling Chris that, hey Chris, there's gonna be a trial, we're gonna be mysterious about it, because it's just no fun if we just lay it out to him and blatantly say, hey, here's my gift. No. Also, let's just make it hard for myself. Right now, I'm actually in the middle of prepping up the whole area and cleaning out the place. It's generally done. I just need to add in some finishing touches like this armor stand here. Yep, there's gonna be an armor stand and some fireworks. I still need to put some... See, already me just explaining to you guys why I need to prepare already sounds exciting, right? So I hope that you guys will also enjoy the trials that I've made for Chris, because I'm gonna be in spectator mode for you guys to be able to also experience what Chris is experiencing. Oh yeah, by the way, this is this is my storage area, guys. Hi, hello. Yes, I know, storage area. Next episode, guys, I promise, okay? Next episode. Next thing to do. Next thing. Oh wow, hello Mr. Drown. I'm so sorry guy, but I'm actually kind of busy right now. We're busy and we still have a lot of stuff to do, so I have no time to like burn your... Wow. Did you guys see that? Where'd the zombie flesh go? Anyways, I actually have a list of the things I need to do here. If you can hear that, this is my notebook. I've written down the things that I need to accomplish before I actually put the book and inform Chris about the said trials. So this is gonna be like one long prepper uppers. So I'm probably just gonna speed this up. Oh, by the way guys, this is my winter outfit because even though it's January and I'm out of my Christmas suit, it is still a bit chilly, so... Wait. I just realized I live on the beach. My base is on the beach and it's summer all day, all season long. So I don't really have a reason to wear winter clothes. But it's okay because you know what? Any opportunity I get to be able to dress up, I will. I will because it's fun, okay? No judgy. Fashion crisis now averted. Now let me just slap these things back on before some drowns try to attack me again, which won't be good. Guys, you see guys, me and Zaka, we have this type of pact thing that whenever we see each other, we always greet with this kind of manner. It's called the Waza greeting. And then for a while, when we come in, chat just usually looks like this. It's all Waza. And also, for those of you who are wondering where Jeb is and how he's doing the original one, he's doing great. He's doing absolutely fine because he's living quite a lavish lifestyle. Because this is actually all Peppers and Zaka's donation to the great and almighty Jeb. So I think it's only right because he has, even though he looks as if he's being encapsulated in cobblestone against his will, which mind you is not how we treat Jebs here in our place. No sorry. We are gonna put him back in his adoration altar. I forgot how what I used to call this thing. But yeah, I need to actually tear this down. The throne is gonna go down and I'm gonna put it there so that it's gonna encourage even more people to donate to Jeb. Because yes, all of you should donate to Jeb. He's the almighty and powerful being in this server. I'm sorry, Koaland dear. Jeb, time to go back to your throne. I mean your altar. Alright. Come on, pal. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Who wants to be imprisoned against their will? You are. Oh, you are. Alright, here we go. There you go. Don't look at me like that. I'm using this to fork off money from other people. Which you get 5% off. What do you mean 5% isn't enough? You get 90? No way, that's cheating. Also, I don't know if you guys have realized, but there's a certain sheep here that's been staying at that rooftop ever since episode 1, and I do need to tear this thing down because it's not fitting in with the theme. But I think that he's been here long enough that I actually think that it's a crime. It's almost a crime to not be able to make some kind of like a station for him to be remembered. You know, actually Chica, that idea that you had of a UFO abducting Jeb, we're gonna have that. We're gonna do that. It's a definite go. But instead of Jeb, we're gonna be using that sheep. Guy, what are you doing there? That is one of the most strangest places that you have spawned in my base. Now that wandering trader really looks like a legit stalker. Mojang, you should probably change the name to wandering trader to wandering stalker. Yeah, because he definitely fills up the role. Chica has also left me a wonderful present for Christmas. The giant magenta flamingo. Is it magenta? Yeah, that's a definite magenta. That's a shocking, very loud magenta flamingo, and I love it. I really love it. It's like getting those plushies, those really big plushies. But I gotta say, I don't think that's a comfortable position to sit in, given that kind of posture. But you know what? Who am I to judge, right? If he looks comfortable there, and he's been here for the whole of December and he hasn't said anything to me, then that must mean that he's okay with the way he's positioned. So yeah, I'm probably gonna call this Flamingo Pal, because that sounds nice, right? And voila! Nothing feels more relaxing than flaunting off the amount of profits you got, which required zero effort at all in trying to get it. But enough of these worldly desires, which clearly I'm abundant in. Let's go back to actually. Alright, that's enough. That's enough posh talk for me. I'm not really good with it. Let's go. I did promise that we're supposed to be showing up the redstone area and the rest of the places in the server. Let's go. And here we are in my creative world. And as promised, I am gonna show you how I did the redstone mechanisms for the trials. Now, there's a specific reason why I didn't want to show this off in the server itself, because I think that's gonna be a spoiler and it's gonna ruin the fun. This is how it works. Each trial, Chris has to do something to be able to progress. When he's done with it, he gets some kind of item, and those items he needs to use it to be able to access the area of the said or the next trial. Up to way over there is all part of the trials that Chris has to go. These are the tests that I had to do just to make it work. So this is the first one where there's supposedly a sheep here, and what Chris has to do is that he has to feed this sheep. That's right, hear me out. He has to feed this sheep with cod. Oh, right. You saw nothing. Oh, hey, you're back. You're in a different color, but still, you're... Oh, hey, you're back. Chris actually needs to feed this sheep with cod. Finally got that right. Yeah, and the way to get the cod is that Chris has to go lava diving. So underneath here, I just made an hourglass so that it's see-through. In the actual server, I put in a layer of water here with some science so that when Chris goes down, he burns, then immediately gets extinguished by the water, because I don't want him to lose any items. Okay, these tests have a potential to kill him, but I don't want to kill him with his items. Okay, so yeah, I'm not completely evil, guys. Before I explain any more of these redstone contraptions, let me just come clean. I am not a redstone builder. I am proud to admit that I'm not good with these things at all. So before you raise the bar and expectations a little bit too high, I just want to remind you that. Okay, so please do forgive me if you see my red noodles all over the place, example, stuff like that, because yeah. But the important thing is I managed to scrounge up all of my brain juice and actually make it work. It's a roundabout way of doing it, but it gets the job done, and that's what's important. That's what's important for me, at least. So after getting the cod, Chris has to like throw this, and bam. I do want to explain it for those who are new to the game of Minecraft. So the way this works is the sign holds up the gravel, and I feel like such a genius trying to explain something this simple. Okay, so when something goes in, the signal is detected, and this one goes down and stuff like that. You redstone geniuses know how this thing works. So this one reveals a lever, which I apparently forgot to put in. So, oh my god, here it is, a lever! Yay! So this lever is what Chris needs to be able to get to the second area, because he needs to put this down to be able to actually activate the door, and that door leads to the second trial. Now over here, this is the second trial, and as you can see, it's undergone quite a lot of iterations. This is the final form, guys. It's just one block of redstone. No, I'm just joking. This one's supposed to be just some arrows, and then Chris has to evade it for a few seconds, and then a door will open. That's how it was supposed to work. But then the problem with this trial is that it's really time consuming, and you need to put in a lot of effort to get it done, and it's very resource heavy too. Oh yeah, and the third reason is if I ever need to test it in the server, some things always go wrong. If ever I do test it, it will take me up maybe an hour or maybe 30 minutes just to rewire the redstone and refill all of these things, because all of these have arrows, and yeah, like I said, very Chris, if you're watching this, okay, let's pretend that that doesn't have any arrows of harming. I'm not trying to kill you. Not 100% trying to kill you, at least. The first one was a bit too grindy of a process, so I came up with this one, the second trial. This one spits out some potions. Let's just imagine that this is a potion, alright? I really should have prepared for this. So what happens here is that there are some that are furnaces and there are some that are dispensers. So the idea here that I wanted to do is that if ever Chris stepped on the wrong plate that isn't a furnace, it would spat out a potion. It was originally arrows, but then arrows wouldn't be able to hit him. If I just use a potion, ceiling is a lot lower because when the potion hits the ceiling and it does that spreading effect, it can actually harm Chris. But then I figure I also discovered another bump on the road with this one, because thanks to my brother who also tested this out, that one's a dispenser, okay? And then this one's a furnace. But if I step on this one, even though I wasn't stepping on that one, it still activated this block right here. So of course it activated it. That's how redstone's supposed to work. Fireball. So, like I told you guys, I am a complete dunce when it comes to redstone. But yeah, so I had to scrap this whole thing and had to actually find a way to make it work. That even though if Chris was stepping on this one, it wouldn't activate that. This is what I've come up with. And it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, because with this kind of setup, because here's the pressure plate and here's our test subject. With the setup, at least if somebody comes in, they can't actually check they can't actually check the content of the furnace or dispenser, because the dispenser is down there. So if someone were to cheat, but I highly doubt that Chris would cheat because he would rather take the challenge. One flaw of this second trial is that if Chris did this, he can easily just right click these stuff so he can check to see if there are potions of harming there or things that could kill him. While as this one, he won't be able to see because they're just stones and just pressure plates. When you see the final product, it actually looks pretty nice. It's just one big room filled with pressure plates, and it looks really, really deadly, and it is deadly. I'm hoping that at least it can make Chris have a hard time just a little bit to give him the challenge. So over here we have Danny, our test subject, that I can assure you no other villagers were harmed in this testing. Definitely not the second, third, fourth villager that I've faced there because of some accidents. But yeah, that's the second trial, like the main gist of the second trial. I should probably stop doing that because it hurts whenever I look at the screen and it goes like this. It took a lot of brain power and brain juice, and it scarred me both emotionally and mentally. It made me want to dig out a hole and then just hide there forever and never look at another redstone contraption ever again. I guess I kind of understand now why redstone people enjoy doing making contraptions like this. It's kind of like a delayed gratification, because at first you make a redstone contraption, you want to make it work, you have to set up the wires, and if it doesn't work, it's really, really, really frustrating, and then you redo it over and over and over and over again. But when you finally get it right, it's just that satisfaction that you get when you see it actually work according to how you want to make it work. I get it now. I get it now. I'm a redstoner. Okay, let's just leave Danny there to his emeralds. There you go, Danny. There you go. You deserve it, bud. Hard day's work? Yep. See you later. After doing the second trial, Chris gets another lever, and then the lever actually has coordinates on where he can pinpoint the area on where the next trial will be. And the third and last trial is this part right here. I wanted to make sure that Chris had to stay in this room an amount of time, and in this room there are there's supposed to be strays. There are, okay, right, I remembered I got rid of them. So the point of these strays is that he's supposed to evade these guys, for, I think it's about 30 seconds. I set it out to about 30 seconds, and then after 30 seconds this thing should open. So when he comes in and when he's ready, before he enters the area, if you look closely, there's a trap door there, and Chris won't be able to go out there. So the only way for that thing to actually open is through this lever here. So it's actually it's a timer. What this does is that if Chris flicks this lever right there, it actually stops. It starts the countdown, and when he's here, he has to evade this guy while trying to wait for the trapdoor to actually open. So if I set myself to survival, this guy will immediately start shooting, and then this is what Chris literally has to do. He has to keep on evading. Sorry guy, not today. And you see there, it opens up, and that's how he gets out. Swift and simple, fast, easy. That's the ticket to winning this thing. The last part of the story, I'm kind of I'm deciding of whether or not I should tell you, because if I do tell you, that's gonna spoil you guys. It's gonna ruin the fun. I'm probably just gonna skip the last part of how the trial ends, because I don't want to spoil you guys on what will happen. So this part here, don't worry, this is actually like not part of the trial. This is like the ending, the finale now. So there's no bad thing if you actually get to see this. I just want to give you the idea that the last part has fireworks. It actually works, okay? My brain is able to register this, all of these kerfuffles. So this one helps. This is actually my wall on the things I need to use for the fireworks. So this is how it will look like when Chris activates it. And then the finale comes after all of them are emptied out. Ta-da! And that's it. That's all of the redstone contraption for these trials. I really hope Chris enjoys this, because it took me quite a lot of effort, both emotionally and mentally, to prepare it. So I hope he really enjoys this, because that's what I'm really just after, for him to enjoy this thing. So I'll see you in the next episode, and I hope you have fun. Bye! Fibercrest signing out. But not too soon, because the second episode will be out not later after this one. So bye!